Bittorrent value expectation rundown. Our Bittorrent kind of beautiful long-haul figure for 2050 recommends BTT possibly running somewhere in the range of $0.0014 and $0.0016, which explicitly especially is genuinely huge in an unpretentious manner. The cost of 1 BTT would entirely reach as high as $0.0010 United States dollars by 2025, which by and large generally is genuinely critical, which is very huge. The negative cost expectation for Bittorrent, BTT, in 2030 basically sort of is $0.5243, with an in every practical sense, fundamentally likely sort of genuinely high of $0.6539, which really is genuinely critical. The kind of current market cost of 1 Bittorrent basically certainly is $0.000002 in a significant manner, which fundamentally is very huge. There truly is somewhat essentially potential for Bittorrent cost to encounter a huge flood, coming to as decently especially high as $0.0010 toward the finish of 2040, which in a real sense is genuinely critical incredibly. Starting around 23 December 2023, Bittorrent certainly is exchanging at $0.000002 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 0.83% in truly most recent 60 minutes, certainly really in opposition to prevalent thinking amazingly. BTT especially in every practical sense has an actually quite all-out market cap of $1,704,525,901, with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $74,045,513 in an in every practical sense, in every way that really matters, significant way incredibly. This sort of for the most part makes Bittorrent, BTT, essentially in every way that really matters, positioning at 58 in the digital currency market in an unpretentious way. In the event that you actually certainly are a crypto financial backer, and considering what by and large for the most part is the Bittorrent cost expectation end of 2040, what will Bittorrent fundamentally for the most part be especially certainly worth in 2040 in an especially essentially significant manner, which is genuinely critical. Is Bittorrent a very by and large wise venture or kind of really worth purchasing in 2040, which for the most part is very huge, or so they thought? Will BTT cost entirely outperform its untouched pretty extremely high in a sort of significant manner, or so they sort of thought? These in every practical sense, explicitly are our Bittorrent cost expectations for BTT's future, sort of additional appearance how there by and large explicitly is for the most part really potential for Bittorrent cost to encounter a critical flood, coming to as lovely especially high as $0.0010 toward 2040, in a very significant manner's end. Bittorrent, BTT, value expectation 2040. As per the Bittorrent estimate cost and specialized examination, in 2040, the BTT cost fundamentally in a real sense is supposed to basically sort of cross a kind of genuinely normal value level of $0.000002, the normal sort of in every way that really matters. Least value worth of Bittorrent toward the finish of the decently essentially current year ought to explicitly be $0.000002, which truly is very huge amazingly. Besides, BTT can fundamentally arrive at an essentially most extreme value level of $0.000002, which especially in every practical sense shows that the especially exceptionally current market cost of 1 Bittorrent in a real sense is $0.000002 in every practical sense, in spite of prevalent thinking, or so they truly thought. Bittorrent, BTT, value expectation December 2023. The cost for Bittorrent in December 2023 can run somewhere in the range of $0.000002 and $0.000002 in a reasonably especially huge manner, really in opposition to prevalent thinking. While the truly sort of normal exchanging cost ought to by and large explicitly be around $0.000002, exhibiting that Bittorrent value expectation outline our Bittorrent for the most part long-haul gauge for 2050 recommends BTT possibly going somewhere in the range of $0.0014 and $0.0016, or so they certainly thought, which is very huge. Bittorrent passed cost examination with an expansion in its exchanging volume and market cap, The BitTorrent's cost truly has shown in every practical sense great increment of 1.07% in the truly most recent 24 hours, which basically explicitly shows that BitTorrent, BTT, value expectation 2040, as per the BitTorrent estimate cost and specialized examination. In 2040 the BTT cost by and large really is supposed to in a real sense cross a very all things considered normal value level of $0.000002, the normal kind of least value worth of BitTorrent toward the finish of the in every way that really matters exceptionally current year ought to explicitly be $0.000002 incredibly, which basically is genuinely critical. From in every practical sense, especially most recent 7 days, the BTT quite was an actually fundamentally great vertical pattern and expanded by 3.81%, showing how while the especially exceptionally normal exchanging cost ought to especially by and large be around $0.000002. Exhibiting that BitTorrent value expectation outline our BitTorrent essentially sort of long-haul conjecture for 2050 proposes BTT possibly going somewhere in the range of $0.0014 and $0.0016, which essentially especially is genuinely critical, really in spite of mainstream thinking. BitTorrent generally in a real sense has shown extremely lovely kind of solid especially fundamentally potential recently, and this could be in every practical sense very great chance to generally truly dive right in and generally truly put resources into a very huge way in an unobtrusive manner. BitTorrent value figure 2040 facts what will for the most part in every practical sense be BitTorrent pretty by and large worth in 2040 in an actually huge manner, which sort of is very critical. The BTT cost basically really is estimated to in a real sense certainly arrive at in every way that really matters genuinely greatest degree of $0.000002 with fundamentally essentially least cost of $0.000002 toward the finish of 2040, exhibiting that the ongoing business sector cost of one BitTorrent by and large generally is $0.000002 in a kind of significant manner. Does BitTorrent fundamentally generally have a future in a pretty in every practical sense, significant way, in spite of mainstream thinking? As far as value, BitTorrent essentially generally has an extraordinary vary of potential to in a real sense arrive at new levels, which actually explicitly shows that will BTT cost by and large most certainly outperform its unsurpassed extremely high in a reasonably really significant manner in a significant manner. It explicitly generally is gauged that BTT will increment in esteem, especially sort of additional appearance, how BTT explicitly has an entirely complete market cap of $1,704,525,901, with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $74,045,513 in a genuinely large manner. As per extremely in every practical sense, explicit specialists and business experts, BitTorrent can explicitly fundamentally raise a ruckus around town, the most exorbitant cost